Actually, wait, don't bring it on. I don't want to get kicked in the face like that again. I'm getting too old for that.
Is that something, would you ever consider being a part of the action, or are you strictly just the businessman behind the PWA?
Well, come on now. I see the money coming in. I see the money going out to the wrestlers, and well, the money coming in is a little bit better than going out. All right, just gonna put it that way. And like I said, I'm a businessman. I'm in here for the business, for the dollars. So I think I'm just gonna stay in the back office.
Now, here in Ontario, they're talking about raising the minimum wage and whatnot, and you were just talking about some of the wrestlers not compensated as well as they maybe should be. Is that something we could maybe get a raise in the future?
No, that's not what I was saying there, Jalapeno. What I was saying is there's a lot of money to be made in wrestling, but if you're the commissioner, you're making most of it, all right?
Nice. And as far as 2018 is coming, are you going to consider bringing other talent in, or maybe working with some other companies, perhaps in the States or other ones in Canada, or is there anything you're going to do to expand the PWA, or are you just going to let it sit how you like it the way it is now?
Now, you keep pressing me on 2018. I already said we're going to have some surprises. It's going to be a great year for the PWA. So I won't get into too many details, but I will say that I've been working hand in hand with the BC Commissioner, Eric Alflager, and, you know, we're trying to work some things out, but like I said, nothing's solidified yet, so I'm not going to spill the beans on anything.
Can you give us any, like, one exclusive, perhaps, of anything that's in the works? Maybe it is the W.I.L.L.I.W show, 250th episode.
It is the 250th episode, and I feel very grateful that you brought me on for this exclusive event. But, you know, I really don't want to talk about it right now, okay?
No,
ask me something else.
Fair enough. See, you're a fan of wrestling, although to you it is a business. What matches do you enjoy the most in PWA? Is there any superstars that maybe you don't like or you do like, but you enjoy watching at all?
Well, I've always been a fan ever since I came in of guys like Josh Alexander. Yeah. I like Reggie Marley. Despite kicking me in the face, I like Easy, Eric Kearney. You know, we got some good stars. There's been some really good matches at the Alpine Club over the past couple of years. Come to think of it, my favorite would have been the Josh Alexander against Speedball Mike Bailey event. That blew the roof off the Alpine Club like I've never seen. That was fantastic. I really liked, let's see, we had that Pure Violence match between Joey Allen and Jeff Black. That was a couple of years ago, but it was kind of a, you know, there's 3 matches there in a trios. That was really fantastic. That just escalated the violence, and hopefully we're going to see some of that on Saturday night when Joey faces Bia.
And we have you to thank. Didn't you negotiate to get the Pure Violence Championship back in Ontario?
Absolutely. Like I said, I was working hand in hand with the BC Commissioner, and, you know, a couple envelopes changed hands and something like that, and well, we got the Pure Violence title back, all right?
It seems like you generally get what you want.
Well, I am from Texas, all right?
Yes, everything's bigger in Texas. Now, for the people who may not be familiar, and I might even need some, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, to be reminded, I guess. Is the Elite Championship replacing the Ontario title then, or?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
The Elite title is an amalgamation of the BC title and the Ontario title together. So the PWA Championship, which is currently held by Judas Icarus, I believe,
that's right,
out in BC, it's kind of the equivalent to that. So we don't want to have the title going, you know, back and forth. BC, it's a big country, right? It's a lot of money flying back and forth. So we got the big title out there, and the Elite Championship, that's our big title in Ontario, all right? So Kearney right now, he's the top dog.
So was that something that was in the works before? He hammered and destroyed the Ontario title. Did you do that just because the Ontario title was destroyed, or you already was thinking maybe we should have a different title?
Well, I was thinking about something. I mean, I didn't really like that Ontario belt with the vinyl and stuff, so I thought maybe we need a new belt. But as luck would have it, he destroyed both belts, forced my hand, so I put the 2 belts together and made a whole new belt. That Elite Championship is the prize that you want to get in Ontario.
And like you said, even though he kicked you, you rewarded him for his actions because it was just something that you could respect. Was there any fines or anything for breaking the titles or kicking you? Any repercussions as well? Like maybe say, oh, you know, I'm going to charge you $5,000 fine or something? Or?
Well, Kearney was already fined $1,000 for talking the way he did to me a few months back. So I reminded him that the fines are going to get even heavier. So you're exactly right, $5,000 Eric Kearney fine. But I made him go out to BC and get that title back. It's a little give and take right there.
Yeah, so like, you know, you're not exactly happy with his actions, but you know he's someone that you can use to get what you need to get also as well, right?
Exactly. Now, all you wrestlers out there, don't go punching Uncle Tex. Don't go kicking me in the face just because you think you're going to get a title shot. You got to show the tenacity in the ring first. Actually, only. Because after that, there is no kicking Uncle Tex in the head.
So don't do what Eric Kearney did. Learn from his mistakes. But I want to ask you, when we found out that you were going to be the new commissioner, and I say we, I mean like the locker room, and I don't know if I'm really the one to speak on behalf of the locker room, but I'm going to do it anyway. A lot of people were really worried. We were worried about our jobs. We were worried about just fairness, equalness, and everything like that. A lot of things we were worried about. There was a lot of grumblings, and now not everything has worked out the way you can't please everybody. But I have to say, you've been very hands-on. Is that something you plan to keep being hands-on, or eventually you're going to get bored and just start sticking people in to do your job for you?
Absolutely. I mean, the locker room to PWA is kind of like a zoo full of animals, and I'm the zookeeper, all right? I got to keep the order. I can't do that from the back when all the chaos is going on in the ring, so I need to be there for that.
Oh, excellent. So, for me personally, I mean, no one else is here but me. Right now I'm tag team champions with Lenny, and we've successfully defended it 2 or 3 times. We're scheduled to defend it twice next weekend, but it depends if we're successful the first night or not. Any plans for my career going forward? Like anything that I should know, or anything?
Well, I don't know. I think I should find you actually, because I was watching the W.I.L.L.I.W show a couple weeks ago, and I remember seeing you say something about, oh, I wish Michelle was still the commissioner. Now, I don't know if you're just brown-nosing her or what, but, you start talking like that and being insolent like that, you might see yourself with some fines. Now, as far as your career, you paired yourself with a guy that, I don't see eye to eye with anymore. We had a little bit of business conflict, Loverboy Lenny Lilac. So, now, Elian, I know you're a good talent. You're a strong wrestler. Everybody loves you. But since you paired yourself with that POS, come on, man. You're going to go up against, on Saturday night, you got a tag match against Jeff Black, who's crazy out of his mind now, tough as nails, and he's partnering with Brandon Jacobs, who's a wrecking machine. That guy, he's come a long way since doing that chicken dance thing.
I agree.
He's one of the strongest competitors out there, so, you better bring your A game. You're not going to have that title for very long.
So, would you suggest, like you said, I said something that you weren't really pleased with. I remember it was the one where I was interviewing the people that work backstage at PWA and whatnot. I know exactly what you said, and props to you for calling me out on it. It just shows that you're actually paying attention to what's going on with your locker room, and I have to respect that. But, so basically, are you saying it's good to stay in your good graces, or there could be consequences, or do you not, that kind of stuff doesn't affect your standing with the company?
Well, I'm a businessman, so I'm doing what's best for the business, all right? I'm not expecting anybody to kiss my butt. As a matter of fact, you kiss my butt too much, I might not even put you on the show, all right? It might just be annoying, chatting in my ear too much. You come out, you bring a strong game out in the ring, you give it 100%, you give it your all, and that's all that I can ask, all right?
Fair enough. And because you have done very well financially for yourself, are you planning on investing any more of that money into PWA, like perhaps anything new, like new sponsors, or maybe have a new TV program, or maybe just new like banners or anything like that, or you like the way it is right now?
Well, as a commissioner, I'm more involved in just kind of keeping the order and setting up the matches along with the talent. As far as everything else goes, that's the executive committee that takes care of that stuff. I'm heavily influenced on them, but it is their decision. If we're going to look for new banners, new venue, whatever, they got to make the decision. Now, I am in their ear trying to upgrade everything. Hence the new title that we got. That's a pretty good one right there, right?
Do you find they're warming up to you and starting to see like how you've been successful in carrying yourself well, that their ears are open more towards your ideas and suggestions, or?
Well, I wouldn't say warming up to me. Some people don't take me is a very nice guy. But they do understand that I got a strong head for business and a professional wrestling business. So they take my advice, but they may not be smiling about it.
Do you have any goals as commissioner that you're looking to accomplish, or you just enjoy playing the part of the commissioner and, like you said, dealing with the matches? Or do you have like a certain destination that you're trying to get, like anything like that?
Well, as much as the fans hate me, like I said, it's all about the fans because they're the ones that buy the tickets. So I want to put on the best show possible for the fans, but that doesn't mean that I want to get text messages from y'all telling me I want this match, I want that match, because I'm not even going to read them. But anyways, I just want the fans to be happy and leave the Alpine Club going, damn, that was a good PWA show. When's the next one?
And I get that on social media too, not the same as you, but I get the fans we have great fans in PWA, and they're very dedicated and loyal, and they'll message me after the show, tell me what they think of it. Do you get a lot of that stuff where, like you said, you don't really appreciate it, but do you get a lot of people saying, hey, please make this match, or?
I do, I get them. I mean, I have a social media coordinator, so, they take care of it. I got a team of them, right? So they take care of most of that stuff, but I see some of it, and yeah, I mean, they're telling me I want this match, I want that, I want to see this guy, why don't you bring this guy in from the WWE? Now that's just crazy. I'm not getting nobody from the WWE. They're under contract there. So, you know who you are. Stop sending me those messages.
Yes.
And now,